Angel, and I want to let you in on one of my favorite fashion secrets. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella's studio for a full year, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella's studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments I get. Get yours today. Call Carabella's studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. And to ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. 303-909-9585.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dan Denai, Chief Operating Officer with BioT Medical. At BioT, we've developed the safest, most effective way to balance your hormones. Unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams with many dangerous side effects, bioidentical, natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com to learn more. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, it's the right choice.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Random online searching is one way to find a good company, but an even better way is to choose the companies that are listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. This elite list of companies have one thing in common. They offer extreme customer service. Their customers are bragging about them, and that's what sets them apart. Trust the companies listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory to take care of you. Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com/directory. experiencepros.com/directory.
Join me weeknights at 7 for the Jason Lewis Show on KLZ 560 The Source.
Every business has its own unique set of challenges, and yours is no different. The Experience Pros are your collaborative partners as they present solutions to common issues in business. And now it's time for Up and Over from Down Under, featuring serial entrepreneur Michael Russo.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. It's time to go up and over from down under. Our good friend Michael Russo is on the line from Adelaide, Australia.
Hi, Michael.
Well, let's check and see if we can get Michael on there. There he is. Hey, Michael.
Music. Keep playing. I'll cut it in a minute. That's fine.
Oh, just come on in. How you doing, Michael?
I'm terrific. I've got some really interesting content for you today, if you're interested.
Absolutely.
Really, really interesting content about award-winning advertising campaigns. Now, we talk a lot about, marketing and promotions and cross-promotions and business techniques and all that sort of stuff. And a lot of the things we talk about can be applied to bigger business, can be applied to small business. But today I want to talk specifically about not just effective advertising campaigns. So I'm talking about campaigns that have been developed from the point of view of an advertising agency.
All right. So
I want to talk about award-winning advertising campaigns.
All right. I've got my notepad, my pen. I am ready.
You're just making more work for me, okay. Michael.
Angel's taking that. Oh, no, I'll get the email later. Hey, send this through to Eric. Tell him about this.
Yes.
Yeah. So a couple of quick points for you. First thing, normally when you look at things in any sort of niche, you go, okay, what's the top performers and what's the lowest performers and what's the difference? In this particular case, this data that I'm about to share with you is actually based on the winning advertising campaigns for the most successful campaigns in Australia over the past sort of year or two, and the finalists. So it's not the losers, it's not the ones at the bottom of the barrel, it's the ones that just missed out on the winning position.
All right, we're with you.
So the difference between success and failure is just that very, very thin red line, you know. So here's a few things to look at. First of all, we're looking at campaigns where you've actually used an advertising agency. So if you're a company that uses an advertising agency to help you launch your campaigns, this is who we're talking to today. Probably the most interesting statistic that I got out of this was that the winning entries are actually twice as likely to have been faced with a big advertising challenge. In other words, the bigger the problem, the more likely the advertising agency will find a way to solve the problem and come out on top. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so typically if they've got, just the advertising agency, yep, this is our budget for the year, here's some money, run us another campaign, they don't come anywhere near as successful as ones that are given a specific problem and they have to find a way to overcome that problem. So interesting objective. Business objectives as well, you'd think this would be business 101, but the companies that issue their advertising agencies with a specific objective and says, we want to achieve this, and they measure it against a specific objective or a specific goal, you'd think this would be completely obvious and that everybody would get this. But the businesses that do this actually get much, much better results. So 27% of the winning campaigns were actually judged against hard targets versus only 14% of finalists. So I don't know whether that bothers me or not. I mean, if you're the company that's hiring these advertising agencies, personally, if you haven't got hard targets you're measuring them against, I think you're wasting your money. But that's just my opinion.
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
we're tracking with you.
Well, it's one of those, if you don't know where you're going, how will you know if you got there?
Exactly. The other thing is tight and concise goals, I guess. You know, one of the things that they looked at was how many goals that a company would have. So a company goes, okay, I want to run this advertising campaign. I've got, half a dozen goals I want you to meet, and I want you to develop a campaign based around this idea. These are the goals I need you to meet. The campaigns that were more successful actually had fewer goals, not more. In other words, the lower the goals you have, or the smaller number of goals you have, the easier it is for an advertising agency to help meet those goals. You know, if you've got sort of 2 or 3 goals, that's the ideal medium. You don't want to have sort of a list of a dozen objectives you want to give them. It's harder for them to achieve a good result with more objectives.
You just dilute the process if you're trying to achieve too many things with one activity.
Exactly. Now, research as well. 94% of the award-winning advertising campaigns did extensive research. Once again, you think this would be business 101, but apparently not. What a surprise that research pays.
You say that with such calmness in your voice, Michael.
Oh, for goodness sake, some of these results you read and some of these data sometimes, oh, wow, if you brush your teeth, you actually have better teeth than those that, I mean, some of this stuff is just dumb. But it's funny as well that one of the other things that I picked out of this was the companies that were able to articulate the idea. Now, I'm talking about the advertising agencies now. So as a company, ExperiencePros goes, right, we're going to advertise through an advertising agency. We want to develop a national campaign. We want them to do this, this, and this for us. The advertising agency that is best able to articulate the idea that Angel and Eric from ExperiencePros want, the one that can do that more successfully develops a better advertising campaign. Once again, you think that would be simple, but most of the finalists actually took the tagline or the catchphrase for the company and used that as their idea to say, this is the idea that we're working on. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay, all right. So now, we're breaking it down and giving ourselves a little action plan.
Right.
Correctly. And one more nugget for you. The companies that were more successful actually had lower budgets than the ones that didn't. So the winning entries actually had lower spend budgets from their companies than the finalists.
You know what? I actually think that kind of makes sense, Michael, because I think when you have less money to throw at it, you get more creative.
Yep.
Exactly. You know, I used to have a mentor of mine. He always said to me, he said, when you've got money, you can do whatever you want. But when you've you know, there's no need to be creative. But when you don't have any money, you have to get really creative.
Yeah.
We're with you 100%.
So top 3 tips for today, looking at the difference between award-winning marketing campaigns versus finalists, you know, ones that just missed out on the top prize. You've got to be bold. You've got to be unique. The ideas that usually stand out and win out over other campaigns are different.
All right.
So don't be afraid to go there. You know, sometimes as business owners we go, oh, I want to do too much outside the box. Well, get outside the box. You're likely to get a better result.
All right.
Top tip number 2, you got to be clear in what you want, but you got to keep it simple. Don't have any more than 3 objectives. Just, I want to achieve this, this, and this. That's it. Make it simple. And top tip number 3 would be to build measurable results into your campaign. And I think this is just common sense, but you've got to hold the advertising agencies accountable for the results that you want. Otherwise, they'll do whatever you want and send the bill to you anyway.
Right. Yeah, you certainly have to make sure that you're clear on both ways, what you want to achieve, and make sure that it is achieved.
We have a phrase that we use, Michael, that sometimes when we get off track, and it's terms first. And that just reminds us, what do we want? What are we hoping to achieve? And have we communicated that with the company we're working with? And I think that, again, we're all on the same page. It helps you make decisions along the way. It helps you make changes and be a little bit flexible where you have to be, and and hard-nosed on other things as well, because you know what you're after. And keeping it simple. I think sometimes we get so complicated and we want everything and we want the moon, and we use these phrases of that really aren't really manageable or tangible. Like, we can't put that into an action plan. Right. I just want to be better. Okay, well, what does that mean? And we don't know what that means. We don't know how to measure that, and we really don't know when we got there. I mean, really, you wake up tomorrow and you're already better, aren't you?
Well, that's right. And, you have a look at these ideas or these concise objectives and things like that, and you go, it's pretty boring, but the companies that do this, I'm just thinking as I was going through this and I was looking at one of the winning campaigns was actually a insurance company that talked about, what other insurance companies leave out. And they actually built a car with all the parts that aren't covered by other insurance companies. And it was a really cool ad. And they got this hodgepodge car talking about everything that other companies leave out. And that was actually one of the winning campaigns. I didn't realize that when I was doing this research. And only, as I was finishing doing the research on the data, I was going, oh, that was actually the campaign. So that was one of the ads that stuck in my mind. So it works. It works.
It does work. It does work. And you know what? And I think that Michael does his research. He puts together something very well thought out and methodical, and yet very creative all at the same time.
Absolutely.
So we appreciate you being a part of the show every week with us, Michael. Tell our listeners how they can stay in touch and follow up with you.
Follow up? I'm still trying to work out how creative and methodical at the same time. Wow.
Nice.
MichaelDRusso.com, but look us up on Facebook.
Like it. I like it. All right, Michael, you are free to go back to bed.
Oh, thanks. See you next week.
All right, pal. We'll see you next week. We sure appreciate you for calling in. That's Michael Russo. His website, one more time, MichaelDRusso.com. That's MichaelDRusso.com. We'll be back after these messages with more positive business talk.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit ExperiencePros.com.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Arthritis and gout sufferers, listen up. You don't have to resolve yourself to a lifetime of pain. Burt Middleton is a certified nutritional therapy consultant and a former gout sufferer. That's right, I said former gout sufferer. Whether you deal with rheumatoid arthritis or the most severe case of gout, Burt Middleton can and will help you kill the pain quickly and permanently. You need Burt Middleton, the gout killer. His nutritional and lifestyle solutions help you get the gout out. Check out thegoutkiller.com today or call Burt directly 970-485-5955.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experience Pros radio show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experience Pros radio show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Fan Dragon Friday. The Experience Pros radio show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune in to the Experience Pros radio show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
It's a new day on KLZ, so wake up with Randy Corcoran tomorrow morning at 5 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/ExperiencePros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Very nice to have you along with us today. Customer experience. There's two words that I don't know. I'd like to say that we had a little something to do with elevating the validity of. But what do they mean to you? The customer experience.
Well, I think when people talk about the customer experience, I mean, it's the experience your customers have with you. I mean, it's not complicated. This is not rocket science. The downside to the thought behind it's the experience my customers have with me is most companies don't put a lot of thought into the experience the customers have with you. What they put a lot of thought into is this is my product, this is how I'm going to market my product, this is how I'm going to create my product, this is how I'm going to price my product, this is how I'm going to sell my product, this is how I'm going to
what it's going to look like,
or substitute the word product for service. This is what I'm going to do. This is who I am. This is my story. This is, I do want my target audience. I'm going to sell it to this target audience. This is how much that target audience is going to pay for it, and this is how that target audience is going to hear about it. It's not really customer forward. We don't start with the customer experience. The customer experience many times just kind of happens to be
an afterthought.
The end result.
Byproduct. Yeah. Well, our friend Jeannie Popick sent this, and I think it's kind of a cool thing. She says it doesn't have to take a lot in order to create a customer experience that will help set you apart. You're looking for something. It is the experience that your customer has when in the presence of your brand. For instance, have you ever gone to a restaurant where Maybe you can put your bags or your coats on the hooks underneath the table.
I love that.
Huge, right?
I love that when there's a hook, especially like at a bar,
Right.
like underneath it's like a little coat hook, but it's for my purse. Oh,
Right.
that's somebody thinking about the customer experience.
You know, if you put the purse or the bag on the back of a chair, first of all, it may fall off.
It gets bumped.
Second of all,
It's also a target for shoplifting.
It's a target. You're not looking at it. It's behind you.
And I may or may have forgotten that I put it back there.
Yeah. So there's a little thing that makes a customer experience.
What are some of the fun things that because I don't know that I would have been able to think about it. What about, you know how like when you go to the grocery store, they've got the wipes,
right?
You know, the sanitizer wipes for the railings and the things. Do you use those? Is that like a perk for you?
I'm not a germaphobe, but you see all these
kind of sticky
and when you need a wipe,
I love it that there's paper towels like in the meat department too that you can kind of just wipe your hands off and stuff.
There are?
There are.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes they're not.
All right. But you know, those kinds of things, you know, wipe down that cart. You got all these investigative reporters out there saying we took swabs and there's human bacteria and all kinds of matter.
Oh, no.
All over your
car.
There.
I was talking about a pleasant
no, there is.
customer experience. So do you keep handy wipes in the car and antibacterial?
I don't, because I'm not a germaphobe. But there
do
are
keep a little thing of antibacterial in the car, because as soon as I get in the car, sometimes I just you just feel icky. No, but when you think about the customer experience, some of the little perks, like when you go in and there's a stand to put your umbrella in.
Right.
You know, and we don't really carry umbrellas very often here in Colorado, but you see that, and somebody thought about that customer experience, right? And so when we talk about the customer experience, it isn't like a big grand gesture. It's all these subtle little things that make it easier for the process to happen. Maybe it's the seating that you have. You know, in the malls and stuff, they've come in with a lot more seating. So perhaps the gentlemen that come along with the wives won't be as naggy to leave because they've got a comfortable place to sit.
Absolutely. We like to sit and look at the tall blondes walk by. How about this? When you call somebody, when you actually dial your phone to call a business, and they answer.
It's always a shocker.
And it's a human being.
Do you know my dad called me this morning?
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, I wasn't expecting to get your voice." And it's not that I always send my dad to voicemail, but most of the time my dad gets my voicemail, and so he was shocked to hear my voice. What I think is another perk is when they call you back.
Oh,
quickly.
Sure. Right.
You get a return phone call very quickly. You know, somebody following up with you. You get some of the communication emails, like the reminders. There's, I always love it. There was a company now, shoot, I can't remember who it was. Darn it, because I thought it was clever. But you got the email from them, and it just was cheerful. I don't know. It was like we're pleased as punch, or I don't know. It was like something happy that they said that your item is on its way. You ordered from us, and your item is on its way. And so go out and have a ice cream cone, to celebrate or something. It was just cheerful, and it was good communication.
You're talking about that. I think that was Zappos, or it might have been a different shoe company. But interesting enough, here's another thing that you can do. If you have an e-commerce site, create it so that the customer doesn't have to dig around for self-help. If they want to be able to do it themselves.
Here's something that's really an interesting thing when we talk about customer service is the self-help idea. So less service where people are doing it more themselves and making it easy for people to do themselves. That's actually a level of customer service.
Sure it is.
Because there are a lot of people that want to take care of things after hours, kind of on their own time. I don't always need a human being to place an order, to change my address, to update my profile. There's a lot
and it's a way to control costs so that, in many cases when you're doing it yourself, you don't have to. I think a great example of this, and maybe I'm going to get some feedback from the audience on this, but I think the great example is Vistaprint. I think they do a fantastic job of a do-it-yourself website where if you want them to do a lot of the work and create some of the stuff, they can do that. But if you want to do it yourself, you go out and do it yourself. And when you're done and you check out, this is where people will give me a little pushback, I think. When it pops up and says, well, would you be interested in any of these matching and corresponding products? And then you say, well, no, thank you. And then it comes up, how about these matching and corresponding products? I actually appreciate those pages.
Do you?
I do.
I think I would appreciate one or two.
One or two, yeah. You do get 5 or 6.
Yeah. After a while, I'm like, I got it.
Well,
you got more that could match.
And you and I, we go into a Vistaprint environment, and we know what we're after, and we just want to make it done, right?
I know,
But there are people who are just trying to build a brand, and they're going to Vistaprint, which is really where Vistaprint shines, is startups.
Yeah.
And you go in there, and these suggestions, I don't have a swag item. I don't have mouse pads. I don't have
but eventually you build up a relationship with somebody in the community, like what we have with Printing Done Quickly and Discard Express.
Right.
And you just call them up and say, I need this, and they can create it and do it and say, Angel, it's ready. And you get to a place, and you have different stages of service that you're looking for. And I do like the online shopping experience many times when it's something I don't have to try on, I don't have to feel. And I can just kind of go, and then it shows up at my door. I kind of got a little online shop happy this weekend.
You did?
Yeah, and I almost said something to my husband this morning as I'm leaving. Just ignore the box that's showing up today. Could you just pretend it didn't
I hope he's listening.
show up? Oh, just ignore the box. It's fine.
Well, I'll tell you what. We have to take quick station ID. When we come back, we've got more positive business talk coming up. On behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, and all the people that make this show happen every single day, we say thank you for tuning in. And don't forget to share the show, right? That's an important piece.
You know what? Yeah, share it. Share it with those you love on Twitter, Facebook, and everywhere else.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tuccy and Eric Reamer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution. KLZ.
I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
It was a moment.
It was a moment that changed my life.
We looked down from the chopper and saw the whole area was flooded.
At that moment, it really hit me. This is why I joined the Guard.
People had gone up to the rooftops to escape the rising waters.
Talk about intense moments. We had to lower the guys on line some 30 feet down.
This is where teamwork and training really paid off.
It took steady nerves and steady hands for the chopper pilots to hover like that.
No question, Guard pilots are the best in the world.
I couldn't believe it. I just saved a life.
What could be better than serving the people of my hometown?
In the National Guard, you serve your community as well as your country while you work or attend college. In return, you gain skills in which you can build a career and receive benefits that can help you pay for college. Learn more about what it means to be a citizen soldier at NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Colorado National Guard, aired by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is the legendary KLZ, AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at 560thesource.com. Since 1922, KLZ Denver.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm John DeMaster. The president heading to Texas today to attend a couple Democratic fundraisers and holding a roundtable discussion about the crisis at our border. He's finally invited Texas Governor Rick Perry to be there. The president asking Congress for nearly $4 billion to deal with the illegals already in the United States. Republican Congressman Ted Poe of Texas saying this money needs to go to fix the actual problem.
What we need is the National Guard on the border. I introduced legislation to put 10,000 National Guard members on the border with the governor's request. We have to stop the problem of people coming into the United States illegally first, and then deal with the folks that are here.
Also on this Wednesday, former New Orleans Mayor Ray Nagin getting sentenced to 10 years in prison after being found guilty in February of fraud, bribery, and other charges involving crimes that took place before and after Hurricane Katrina. This is news on the Blaze Radio Network.
Everyone is making the switch to the Blaze to make it their source for the truth. Why not make it your source for the truth? Make theblaze.com your homepage for news that the other outlets won't even touch. Subscribe to The Blaze TV at theblaze.com/TV or on Dish Network and get access to original programming like For the Record, the show that exposes what's really going on that the government doesn't want you to know. And Real News, the daily conversation on the topics of the day that matter most. Check out the Blaze Radio Network at theblaze.com/radio. with original shows like Buck Sexton, The Morning Blaze with Doc Thompson, Pat and Stu, and Jay Severin. Or, if you need something to hold in your hands, subscribe to The Blaze magazine. So basically, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. This is The Blaze. Truth lives here. So just to recap, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. Find out all the ways at theblaze.com.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 The Source.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show brought to you by Mass Mutual Colorado. Experience Pros, where business revolutionaries Angel Tuccy and Eric Reamer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us. This just in from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Vegetarians should all be very happy and thankful to the good Lord above.
The vegetarians should be thankful. Only in Baton Rouge should be grateful.
It's coming out of Baton Rouge.
All right.
A Louisiana lion claims that he found God in an eggplant.
Well, you know what? Sometimes you do have these moments with something you bite into, and it's just so delicious. It just consumes you, and it's very euphoric.
Lady, come on back.
Yeah?
I don't know wherever
you've never eaten
I don't know where you're going, but
took you straight to heaven.
Whoa.
No.
Family show here. Jamarcus Brady was slicing vegetables at Gino's restaurant on Monday, and he cut into one particularly divine eggplant and found a slice of heaven. The blessed vegetable was cut in such a manner that its seeds appeared to write God on the inside.
Oh, it's one of those where you see Jesus in the butter, or
you see God in the eggplant. G-O-D. It's spelled out. I can see the picture of it right now. G-O-D, God. Found God in the eggplant.
Yeah. So has he repented? Has he changed his ways?
He says, I saw a miraculous image formed by the seeds.
Their message.
When I sliced into it, the pattern showed me the seeds were forming the inside letters of G-O-D as in God. Brady believes that the sanctified seeds are a miracle.
Notice how he said God. It's like he got this little God.
He says, through the road, he's showing me that, hey, I'm real. And that's the only thing I can depend upon. Brady says, I don't know what it means. All I know is it tells me, hey, he's real. There's nothing can change my mind about that.
Whatever it takes.
More food news. You heard about the pilot of Frontier Airlines in Cheyenne, Wyoming?
With the pizzas?
Yeah. 50 pizzas the boy bought for everybody.
Out of his own pocket.
That's very cool.
I know. You know what? Okay, call me cynical, and people do. I am very hopeful that the follow-up story isn't now this man got fired. Because, you hear stuff like that,
Sure.
right? Like, somebody did something really good. The man fed the homeless man out of his own pocket. But, that goes against our policy. And because you broke our policy, and so, isn't that terrible? But that's
hopefully
the first thought
getting the pizzas delivered to the cockpit of the airplane doesn't get him.
Isn't that just sad? Because you hear stuff like that all the time. And I thought, hallelujah, yay, here's a person. And he, I bet it was a very, very fabulous moment. But I just hope that it was not breaking the rules, because how dumb would that be?
Yeah, that would be dumb. Here, have some eggplant.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit ExperiencePros.com.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
When you need a medical expert witness or someone to consult in your medical cases, you need MediPro Solutions. Let's face it, attorneys are busy and typically don't have the time to research the details of the medical aspects of every case. At MediPro Solutions, your medical legal consulting firm, they take care of every detail, leaving you and your lawyers to focus on the law. MediPro Solutions is owned and operated by licensed and board-certified physicians. When your case is on the line, call MediPro Solutions, 303-502-6735. That's 303-502-6735. Or online at MediProSolutions.com.
Cheers, Experience Pro listeners. My name is Lisa Voss, and I'm the owner of the Denver area Tilted Kilt Pub and Eateries. I'd like to personally invite you to join us for a quick and delicious lunch at the Kilt. Our food is made from scratch and served in one of the warmest and friendliest establishments in Denver. Join us on Mondays for our $10 steak special or on Tuesdays for our $5 build-your-own burger with fries. Join us for lunch at either location, downtown on the 16th Street Mall or in the Denver Tech Center on Bellevue and Ulster. Tilted Kilt, where cold beer never tasted so good.
Camp Experience is a one-of-a-kind annual retreat designed exclusively for women who are ready for education and inspiration and want to connect to a network of amazing women. Sign up for the camp event happening on September 19 through 21 at Cheyenne Mountain Resort. At camp, there's time to just relax and be a girlfriend as you refine your vision, reflect on your purpose, and enjoy top speakers and creative activities. It's also the perfect place to simply have fun. Register today for Camp Experience at campexperience.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Hi, it's Dennis Miller inviting you to join me for an entertaining blend of politics and news of the day from my hopefully unique perspective. Plus, we'll have a red carpet list of celebrity guests who will grab and keep your attention. It's time well spent that you won't want back. It's that good. Listen for The Dennis Miller Show.
The Dennis Miller Show, weeknights at 10, right here on KLZ 560, The Source.
Everybody get up.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/ExperiencePros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Very nice to have you along with us. Hey, I remember you used to work for a company that it discouraged, in fact, disallowed any type of fraternization among staff workers. In other words, you do your job here, but after the 8 to 5 or whatever it was, you are not allowed to go out and have a drink. You're not allowed to have get together.
Can we
you
make
certainly
that
do
rule?
not hook up.
Okay. Oh, different. No. Two
Stay out
separate.
of my bedroom. Stay out of my relationship. Stay out. Stay out. Stay out. That's what I had to say about that.
Okay, so here's the thing. I might have a rule or two about Eric dating anybody within our
And
network.
that's a rule that I gladly submit to.
I think it's a good rule to
It is
have.
a great rule.
So two different things, because it does get a little sticky when people get involved in a relationship together that work together. Because here's the sorry, I'm so sorry, and it is so sad, but you're going to break up.
Your rule is kind of What?
You're going to break up, and then you still have to work together, and you will ask people to pick sides, and there will be camps. And
Everybody breaks
you bring
up?
in your. They do. On occasion, they don't, but in most cases, they do.
Do you hear that?
I know.
Your rules are actually very
Got some
difficult.
Haagen-Dazs for you.
And it's actually our rules. I mean, we came up with this together.
It made sense.
But it did. But they're
But the whole idea of hanging out with people and like being friendly and going out and like we can't do that either.
Well, that was this company.
How can you enforce that one?
Well, they very ineffectively they didn't.
Oh, but they wanted to.
But they tried.
Well, why?
And
Where's the benefit?
The general manager of the particular store would come over and say, hey, you're not supposed to be going out. And I'm like, yeah, who was that I saw you with the other day? And he's like, well, just don't do it again.
Okay, but hasn't it been proven that if you have friendships at the office, that employee retention is higher,
Check.
Employee morale is higher,
Check.
The camaraderie and team building. I mean, there's a whole lot of benefits to being friendly, to being friends with the people you work with, not being friendly.
No, don't do the air quotes, because you know what? If you want to get friendly, go get friendly.
No, don't
but
go
you
get
might
friendly.
have to just quit the company. I mean, if you're
No,
bringing
it
that,
would never happen to us.
you're getting jiggy with it, you might just have to say, one of us going to have to do whatever we're going to do somewhere else. Maybe. I don't know. It's not a situation we have to deal with today, but here's something I do believe in, and I think I'm going to give you 4 reasons why you should grab a drink with your coworkers and employees.
All right.
All right? Okay. Number 1, something happens in a bar atmosphere or a let's go have a cocktail atmosphere where you can actually hear what people really think.
I thought these were good reasons.
That is
exactly why you don't want to go out, because people are going to tell you something you don't want to hear.
Captain Negativity, hold on.
You know what,
rein in those horses.
Eric, your managerial skills stink.
Hey.
You don't want to hear that.
Let's think
Angel,
about this.
Angel, you're always late. I don't want to hear
Hold
that.
on. What if, you know what, Angel, I really enjoy working with you. What if,
They can tell me that at the office.
You're in you know what, take them out to drink. Hear what they really think. Don't be afraid of it.
All right.
Don't
okay,
be afraid of it. Be proud of who you are.
So I remember really being worried about the whole intoxication thing, because they say that it brings out it magnifies the true you.
Yeah.
Well, I was really worried that the true me was not a very nice person, and so I was going to be a really witchy person if I would drink, and so it really freaked me out about the whole drinking thing.
Really?
Yeah, because I was thinking, you don't want this, you don't want this amplified, and so when you say, magnifies, and so you're taking them out, and they're going to tell you the truth. I need a better reason, because that's not scoring points for me.
Number 2, it speeds up the integration of new team members. It instills values and culture. You get everybody on the same page in an informal process, because who you are out there and who you are in the workforce should complement each other. It doesn't have to be identical. You're always going to be a little looser, a little more relaxed in a non-work environment. But so much the better, because we're humans and we're multidimensional. Speeds up the integration of new team members.
I like the speeding up of integration of new team members. That sounds good.
So we're going out for a drink sometime.
Okay.
We're taking share.
All right.
Just
don't come at me and go, bartender, 10 tequila shots. Don't do that.
Why not?
Don't do that.
There's a song about that, I'm sure. It's a country song. Would you like to hear it? Because I
have you been brushing up on your country songs?
Don't have to brush up. I know this one by heart.
You've been listening to country songs,
it
haven't
makes
you?
the clothes come off.
That's
what I've heard.
You've changed all your Pandora settings, haven't you?
No.
I'm surprised you haven't changed the radio setting yet.
No.
Oh, it's coming, huh?
You go out with your employees, you grab a drink with your employees, it releases the tension, and it allows you to kind of celebrate those successes. It's a good way to team build, like you said.
But honestly, I mean, you go out, and it sounds all fun and games, and we're all going to be jovial and encouraging and slap happy. But what comes right around the corner from that? The next sip. And now we're all being gritchy and grumpy and complaining. And can you believe that they want us to show up on a Saturday? Can you believe they want us to volunteer our time? Can you believe they ran out of Staples?
Can you believe that Angel is the voice of negativity on this entire segment?
I'm nervous about this whole thing. It may be because I have been around a few people that I'm like, oh gosh, give them some coffee, stat.
Right. There are certain people who lack discipline, in which case exercise discretion, okay?
Okay.
Can we put a little asterisk?
Okay. We are going out to have drinks. What did you say? Discretion, discipline?
Yeah, people who lack discipline.
Lacking discipline.
We need to exercise discretion.
You're inviting lack of discipline right into the table. Discretion out the window. Yeah, no, because the whole idea of intoxication, you don't have control over your thoughts and then therefore your body and what comes out, and then we're all just reeling from being on the receiving end of that. Yeah, I don't think this is a good idea at all.
I believe that you are perspiring. Finally, it shows your human side. You know, as the boss, you'll often find it tricky to let people know that you know who you are.
No, they don't need to know. No, you're the boss. Decorum, professionalism. Yeah, don't let that falter.
We're going to have a little more eggplant during the during the commercial break.
Angel needs to loosen up.
Holy cow! You know, it's very rare, but sometimes we find the key and wind her up, and there you go. We'll be back after these messages on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit ExperiencePros.com.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle, one piece at a time.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at ExperiencePros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to ExperiencePros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
The U.S. Postal Service wants to remind everyone this year to protect themselves from becoming victims of identity theft. Never give out passwords, PIN numbers, or account numbers. To learn more, visit www.consumer.gov/ncpw.
Self-governance is not a spectator sport. Grassroots Radio Colorado, afternoons at 5 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show, where this song is a great example of how I feel every time we talk to Cheryl Braunschweiger.
What does that mean?
Just a mood. It's just a...
Oh, you got it.
She's a hot one.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Oh my
it is
7 inches from the midday sun.
Through the phone.
I hope you're smiling, Cheryl, because we love you, we adore you. But he does go into a very happy place
Cheryl.
When you call in. Cheryl Braunschweiger with ALMC Mortgage, where all loans must close.
And they do.
Calls in every single week with some tips and advice for all of us. Cheryl, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for the nice introduction. I always love that. You guys are always fun to talk to. And, I love the topics that you talk about because it's always so positive in such a negative Nelly society sometimes that, it makes your day.
Certainly can be. So, Cheryl, what are we talking about today?
Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about something that I do as a professional in our community and how I give back. And I work with a group called the Business Advisory Board for the City of Aurora. And I know that's very specific. Your reach is much broader, but there's a lot of network there. There's a lot of people that know people. And so what I wanted to say is that this Business Advisory Board nominates small businesses, large businesses, and medium-sized businesses for awards to be recognized for their hard work, their contribution by the city mayor, city manager, and all the city staff at the end of the year. And we're doing a call out for nominations. And so I wanted to get that out and ask people to nominate themselves a small, medium, or large business that they think is doing it right.
Well, now, I love this, Cheryl. And, of course, you've been doing this for years. You are very active in that community. And so first of all, what defines small, medium, and large?
Well, a small businesses could be one person and could be maybe up to 10.
Okay.
Anything over 10 would be medium, maybe to 50, and then 50 plus we would consider a large business.
All right.
Well, how exciting, and I think that any time that you have a chance to have your company recognized in an awards ceremony is such a really big deal to, go amongst your peers. It's a great marketing tool. And if you really have done something fabulous, don't you want the world to know about it? Don't keep it a secret. So, Cheryl, it's for the City of Aurora. So the guidelines are the businesses in Aurora, and you can nominate somebody else. Can you self-nominate?
Absolutely. Toot your own horn, please, definitely. Or you can submit a company that is doing it right. And so, that's why I thought it was a good fit with you guys, because you're all about outstanding businesses, small, medium, and large. So some of the criteria is you have to be an Aurora-based business, so that means you have to have a business license for the City of Aurora. But really, it could just be that you've been there for 30 years. You could have some significant growth, or maybe exceptional customer service. That qualifies. Proven in contribution, like maybe you've done an invention, or you've helped the city grow, you've helped your business grow, you've helped the community grow. There's lots of it's very broad from the standpoint of what is the definition of an outstanding business.
I love it. I love it. Now, how do we nominate somebody to be a winner?
So there's a couple of ways. There's a website, and it's, what is it? It is AuroraSBDC.com. So it's through the Small Business Development Center at Aurora is how we're kind of channeling all these nominations. I'm going to also put it on your Facebook page if that's okay.
Yeah, we would love that. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's AuroraSBDC.com. .com, and then you kind of search for the business recognition. And the application is quick. We call, we get more details, and we recognize the nominator as well as, the winners, and a big event in December with the mayor and all the city council and dignified guests.
How exciting. How super, super exciting. Well, I remember first learning about this from Cheryl a few years ago when we moved our office, when we relocated into Aurora. And just fun to know that the city of Aurora is recognizing their businesses, their business owners, and it makes it for a good environment and good culture to start and develop and grow a company. Cheryl, thank you so much for letting our listeners know about that, because even if they aren't themselves in Aurora, they might know another business in Aurora that they could nominate, and I think that's always a good idea to lift each other up. And now, Cheryl, you are with ALMC Mortgage, so give a quick little, your little 30-second, like who you are and how you help our listeners and how they can get in touch with you.
I do. So I'm Cheryl from ALMC Mortgage, where we say all loans must close.
And they do.
And eventually they do. You could be my prospect today and not be ready for 6 or 9 months, and that's okay. I want to help you get there, help you be a ready buyer, and you can find me at almcmortgage.com, or you could call me at 303-696-6933.
696-6933. Nominate your favorite Aurora business today. Cheryl, thanks so much for calling in.
Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. Now we turn our attention to our good friend Jack Loudon, who he's with Riviera Finance. And I'll tell you something. If you don't know Riviera Finance...
You don't know Jack. Hi, Jack.
Hello there. How are you guys?
Don't say that in an airport.
Oh, that's right. Hi, Jack. As, he gets me every time.
Every time.
Hello, Jack Loudon.
How are you?
Well, I don't want to get myself into any trouble. Welcome to the show this week.
Thank you. It's good to be here as always.
All right. Riviera Finance. Riviera Finance. What does that mean for my business?
It means cash flow. Helping you grow your business, and we keep the process simple and flexible, and allowing you to have access to the funds that you've already earned.
Well, that makes a lot of sense, right? But now let's put it into practical terms. We're small business owners. What do we have? We tend to have accounts receivable, right?
Exactly. You've done your product. You've done your service. You have standard terms of 30, 60, 90 days, whatever it is that you've negotiated to get your contract. Now you're sitting and waiting to get paid, and payroll's due, and materials are due, or need raw materials.
Sure.
You might need equipment. Fuel, your expenses continue, but your accounts payable continue, but your accounts receivable still is on hold. Well, how do you access those accounts receivables? How do you get that money quickly into your hands?
Well, if you're dealing with the customer, the terms are the terms. There's no. You can't just keep calling them and say, can you pay today? Can you pay today? Can you pay today? That doesn't help.
That doesn't help at all. And a lot of times, going to the bank is not really an option either. The banks have tightened up lines of credit that way. And so we are an option to where you can come to me and we'll look at your accounts receivables, and then we will provide you the cash.
You know what? I remember learning some accounting methods and learning some things about running our business. And one of the pieces of advice I was given is to always have a certain number in my accounts receivables, because then I knew that money was coming in. But how awesome would it be to look at what that number in my AR, my accounts receivable, like that dollar amount, and know that I could actually have that cash in my bank tomorrow.
Exactly. Instead of seeing it on a spreadsheet on your computer.
Right, which all looks good on paper.
You actually see it in your bank account.
In my bank account. I think I like that better.
You like that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, so Jack, where do people call and how do they connect with you?
They can call my office at 303-409-7706. We're located here in the Tech Center, and we've been in business since 1969. We've actually financed over almost 400,000 invoices so far year to date.
Wow, just in 2014.
Just in 2014.
So a lot of companies are using this. A lot of them are kind of outsourcing their accounts receivable so they can go and just get the work done.
Exactly right. They can grow their business. They can concentrate on their business. They can have people in their staff concentrate on getting more business instead of concentrating on getting paid on the business they've already done.
You can buy equipment, you can expand, you can handle payroll, you can hire new people. I mean, there's so much that you could do but we need cash flow.
Right, to outsource your accounts receivables. We're a complete accounts receivable management program.
All right, that phone number one more time, Jack.
303-409-7706.
RivieraFinance.com, where we say if you don't know Riviera Finance,
you don't know Jack.
Thanks, guys. See you.
We know Jack. We trust Jack. Find him on our Extreme Customer Service Directory as well.
Absolutely. Folks, when we come back, we're going to talk about how to build a killer mobile app. 10 tips coming up by Jeff Hayden. Next.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit ExperiencePros.com.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at ALMCmortgage.com. ALMCmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dr. Gary Donovitz. At BioT Medical, we've developed the most effective way to balance your hormones. And unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams that come with many negative and dangerous side effects, bioidentical natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, the right choice, the safe choice.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Hi, ladies. This is Angel, and I want to let you in on one of my favorite fashion secrets. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio for a full year, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments I get. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. And to ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. 303-909-9585.
You need more customers, and you need to keep the ones you already have. List That Save My Business is your answer to gaining and retaining clients without cold calling or chasing cold leads. Do business with people who like you and who already trust you. List That Save My Business is the book with easy-to-use checklists to bring more of the right customers into your sales process. Buy your copy of List That Save My Business from Amazon.com. These lists will save your business. Buy your copy of List That Save My Business today and grow your business the Experience Pros way.
The Experience Pros radio show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a fan bragging story of great customer service on Facebook.com/ExperiencePros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show, where really, if we could just listen to Peter Gabriel, it'd be fine with me.
It's not country.
It's all right.
You're all right.
Peter Gabriel.
I thought you were like in research mode.
I am.
Oh.
Peter Gabriel.
Oh. See, you're such a flipperty gibbet.
He's shocking the monkey. Just saying. Let's get into how to build a killer mobile app.
Let's get into something else, shall we?
Yeah, come on
Let's
now.
change the subject.
Oh, settle down. Look, if you don't have a mobile app for your business,
no, Jack. Oh, no, wrong tagline.
It's a little off, a little late, but that is a good tagline, isn't it? He's going to remember that. Everybody's going to remember that.
Actually, it's really funny that it's catching on, the You Don't Know Jack, and for Jack Loudon. And what's really interesting is we come up with these little phrases for many of our advertisers. They're part of the show.
And they stick.
To feel, and isn't that what we're creating, is that sticky messaging?
Right.
And,
all those must close?
And they do.
Yeah.
That sticky messaging, so that at the time when you need that product or service, it's easy for you to recall. And so a lot of times these little sticky taglines and these messages, they might seem cheesy, they might seem a little silly, it might seem a little hokey, and we've even listened to long time, jingles. If I was to replay a jingle from a product from the 60s, you would know instantly
absolutely
who it was and what it was. But it's sticky, and that's what we want to create for our business, is that people are thinking about us and can easily recall us, which means they can easily refer us, and our business will grow.
It is good news. So
I know Jack.
You do know Jack, and you know Jack about creating a great mobile app. Now, the Experience Pros Radio Show had an app at one time, and we're in the process of doing a redesign on it. So this is kind of fresh on my mind.
Oh, that is good. You should hear the conversations that Eric and I have about what we want our app to do.
Right.
You'd think we were building a rocket ship.
Well, step number one in building a killer mobile app is you're not designing for today.
No, it's got to
designing,
grow and be, and who are we going to be then, and how do we want this to, scale?
Exactly, and how many people, are you wanting to use it? If you want, 10 people to use it, that's different than if you want 1 million people to use it. And so,
reminds me of when we had to create the website for the directory.
Had to have an infrastructure for 1 million visits a day.
1 million visits a day. Could you?
We're not there yet.
That's where you want it to go.
Right.
Like Angry Birds.
Like Angry Birds. What do you know about Angry Birds?
I know it's very popular.
It is very popular.
That's all I know.
That's about it?
I don't play the games.
No?
I'm not. No.
I know. If you would play my casino.
Which is, again, one of the conversations that Eric and I have. Because how do you incorporate that game I have to go back and check in every single day, and I got to get my points, and I've got to be rewarded.
We found a solution.
Behavior. Yeah, that's where Eric comes in, because Angel's like, you want me to go check in on that every single day?
Yes. And I want you to do it on my so, okay. Please hold. We're going to take a little jump off. It's just going to come back around here. But this casino game that I play, and I only play one game on my entire, and I don't play it relentlessly. I do not play it relentlessly, Angel Tuccy. I don't. I check in every day. That's all.
I used to think that Eric was so productive at work. He's always
I do not play it at work.
I always thought, he must be checking his email. He's updating our Facebook status. He's, being very effective.
I'm checking at work.
Whatever.
I don't check it at work.
Okay.
But if you do, you can get an extra 2,000 points every 30 minutes. But here's the deal. I would get an extra 1,000 points if you would just play this game because you are one of my friends, my Facebook friends, and I get credit for that. By the way, I never, ever, ever, and folks, if you are playing out there on your Farmvilles and your who's it, what's it's, if you're playing your games, don't turn off the notification of Facebook, because we all don't want to know that you bought another pig or got another bottle of milk or
it's just very
harvested your jewels or whatever it was
that you
you're
see
doing.
Those updates during the middle of the workday,
right? And
usually from somebody who has recently complained to me their business isn't growing.
Yeah.
And then I see this thing that they're playing this game in the middle of the workday.
I wonder why.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So again, let's come back around. The reason I love that casino game is because it does engage me and it rewards me for coming back every single day, and I can build my empire, if you will, my chip load simply by showing up. And I do. I probably spend 3 minutes a day on. I do.
I swallowed.
What?
I swallowed wrong. I'm so sorry. Swallowed wrong.
I'll give you the Heimlich here in a minute. That's it. That's all you need to do. Anyways, so you want to build a killer app? Have something that draws people, rewards people for coming back every single day.
I can't believe that something that only takes 3 minutes a day is so rewarding for you.
Oh no, you didn't. It's horrible. It's horrible. Find who you're going to design it. Who do you want to design it? You probably don't know to code yourself. There are
people.
There are people who do it.
We got a guy for that.
And we do have a guy for that. But there's also your own platforms. You can go find your own online platform, and they make developing an app easy.
Do they really? Yeah. But your app will look like everybody else's.
Kind of.
But go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
a good place to start.
It's the same kind of thing as somebody who uses templates all the time.
I don't recommend it just because I have to do that for myself because I can't create a darn thing.
Just trying to hold you accountable.
I never recommend it, and I don't recommend it for anything that we officially post out there for all the world to see. It's just internal office stuff that only I have to look at, and Eric too.
Make sure that your prototype works before you actually post it and publish it out there. That seems like
you have to say that?
Yeah, you see? Yeah, you do. You do, because you've got this idea and it looks great and it's got all the bells and whistles you want, and then you publish it, and then all of a sudden, how many times have you seen on at the App Store or the Google Play where it's or when you've got in your little app thing and it notifies you that there's an update and there's an update and there's an update and there's an update? You know why? Because they hadn't worked out the bugs in the first place. Make sure it works.
You know what though? Nobody does that, because how often do you get an update on your apps, and all 17 of your apps need to have a bug fix update? You're never going to work out all the bugs. So try the prototype.
Make sure
try to
it
get the thing to work.
Right.
But also sometimes you've got to just put it out there in action and see how it will fly, because you won't always be able to fix every bug before it works. Or every glitch, and you'll have you'll never start it because you'll be in that mode of it's not perfect, it's not perfect, it's not perfect.
I appreciate it. I'm not saying it has to be perfect. It has to be functional. It has to work. Don't put up something that's broken. It's just
I agree,
just there.
But don't get hung up in if it's not perfect. Just go forward.
Make sure it works.
But don't let it hold you back.
Works. Make sure that you determine your pricing where it's going to be.
$1 million.
You don't need to do $1 million. Maybe if you've got a great app and you sell it for $1.99, you'll get $1 million by having 500,000 people download it.
Okay, so tell me what you think about this.
Okay.
So my kids are into the app of the week that you can get from iTunes.
Sure.
And it's usually a free app that is usually charged for.
Yep.
There's got to be some marketing genius behind that. Like, this is a charged for app, but for this week, you get it for free.
Sure.
And I think and my kids are so excited about the free thing, and then the following week they're sharing it with other people. Well, it's not free anymore.
Right.
But now you have these sales ambassadors.
Exactly, and that's exactly it. There is a genius in the marketing, and they do exactly that. I said do. And they, one of the other things you can do is make your app free, but to unlock certain features of it, there's an in-app purchase. The in-app purchases are, some people hate them. Some people say, I would buy that, depending on the value and the utility of your application.
Because you have your one game.
I do have my one game, and I've never paid for it. I never paid for anything, not one penny.
Ever
However,
accidentally?
No. Do
you know my son's friend got in big trouble?
And did he blame it on an accident?
It wasn't an accident. I just think that he kept buying whatever the thing was.
Right.
He spent like $2,000. And we were all like, how do you do that? He just didn't realize that it was adding up so quickly. Ooh, he got in big trouble.
You bet.
So you know what? If your kids have an app, They have their own debit card, and they pay for their own
But in your app, and we're going to have to take a quick commercial break here, but in your app, if you've got some in-app purchases, maybe you say, we'll advertise your brand for a month, and it's 99 cents, right? And some people will say, heck yeah, for 99 cents, you're going to advertise me? I'll do that. I'll do that all day long.
Oh, you know who gets really, in that whole heck yeah thing is that whole Fiverr thing. For $5? Oh, yeah. For $5? Yeah.
Fiverr is brilliant. I'm just saying. All right, we got to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we may or may not continue this conversation about mobile apps, but I think it was provocative, and I think, as long as it works.
We may or may not.
As long as it works.
But don't let it hold you back.
Should be okay.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit ExperiencePros.com.
Arthritis and gout sufferers, listen up. You don't have to resolve yourself to a lifetime of pain. Bert Middleton is a certified nutritional therapy consultant and a former gout sufferer. That's right, I said former gout sufferer. Whether you deal with rheumatoid arthritis or the most severe case of gout, Bert Middleton can and will help you kill the pain quickly and permanently. You need Bert Middleton, the gout killer. His nutritional and lifestyle solutions help you get the gout out. Check out thegoutkiller.com today or call Bert directly 970-485-5955.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Late night on KLZ. It's the Dennis Miller Show, 10 o'clock on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Don't you forget about me.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show, where we're translating our conversation from apps to those things on which our apps are working, and I'm talking about your phones. Have you seen the sneak peek of the iPhone 6?
I have not.
Well,
it's
bigger.
It's laugh-worthy.
It is. It's bigger.
Okay.
Of course, everything seems to be bigger, right? We're just moving into. We came from the age of computers they'd fill a room. We've moved all the way down to computers that fit in our back pocket.
Oh, they're super
and
small.
And now we're going back up to
now we're going
computers
bigger.
that will.
Yeah, I know. I
just
remember
be
the
holding
first.
your iPad soon. Hello. Hello.
It was a Samsung. What was that one big Samsung
The
phone?
Galaxy Note.
Was that what it was? Remember the first time I saw somebody carrying that?
Yeah.
And I thought, what?
Seriously, it's a tablet.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
But we are getting older. Our eyes aren't quite what they used to be, and those big screens are those are appealing.
Yes. Well, they are appealing in many ways, and we're doing more on them. Though we're treating them more like computers than we are phones. The apps that are being created for them are, honest to goodness, computer programs that are hugely technologically advanced.
Absolutely.
But here's the cool thing about the sneak peek of the iPhone 6. The screen is virtually indestructible.
Oh, the screen.
Now I got your attention, don't I?
Oh, because
what's the one thing that everybody does with their phone?
Breaks their screen,
Breaks
and
the
it's
screen.
shattered,
Yep.
and it's hideous. Oh, it's hideous.
Right?
Oh, nice job. Well, wait a minute. It took till version 6?
They've just developed the new sapphire crystal screen. No, listen here. Nobody else has it. They've just developed the new sapphire crystal screen, and it is as bendable as you'd believe. That you can bend it to 90 degrees, score it with your knife, scratch it with your keys. The result? No damage.
What the heck are people doing to your phones?
Well, they're just demonstrating how unbreakable it is.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, it's paper thin, literally as thin as a sheet of paper. Okay.
Sweet.
You can bend it, and that's way beyond the flexibility required for normal use. You can try to snap it at a 90 degrees. It stays in one place.
What this is going to do for automobile windshields or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here in Colorado, especially, you get those rocks thrown at you all the time.
Windows, like your actual home windows, and
drag the point of a knife around the surface with some serious pressure. No results. Can't break the display.
Nice.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
But can I drop it?
Well, that remains to be seen. Of course, the phone, the internal guts.
I'm not dragging a knife across my phone.
Yeah.
I'm not bending it in 20 different directions. I'm dropping it.
The guts may rattle inside. I don't know.
So I still need my OtterBox case.
Well, I'm sure OtterBox would appreciate it if you continue to use their product. Yes.
I have to tell you, they have saved my phone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't drop my phone. I mean, so rarely.
Knock on wood. Look what you just did.
That's Formica.
Whenever. Now, actually, I've got a new phone case that is more like a little wallet with a little wristlet strap.
Yeah.
And I'm far less droppy than I was, but I've dropped my phone. I mean, just standing still onto concrete.
Ouch.
I know. OtterBox saved my phone.
Well, there you have it. OtterBox is a great company. Fort Collins, love them up there, and they're doing a good thing.
Well, and every time the phones come out with some new changes, what it does is open up a all new industry of all these smaller companies that offer accessories and additions and add-ons, and so it's really good commerce when they make some changes and updates, new apps, new features, and all these, it's like it trickles out. All these other companies now have opportunities to upgrade and stay on board and be relevant too. So it's good for business.
It is good for business.
Are you going to get it? Are you going to get the 6? Because here's the thing, Eric is so slow to get a new phone.
It's
he
true.
will complain for years that I want the new phone.
Hold on here.
But I will wait.
Hold on.
Because, the 6 is the 6, and I'm going to wait for the 7.
Take a break here for just a minute, okay?
You have the 4, right?
I have the 4S.
Yeah, because wouldn't get the 5.
I waited forever to get the 4S.
I know. He
because that was
didn't
when
get the
Sprint
1,
first
he
came
didn't
out.
get
No,
the 2, he
not
didn't
available
get the 3.
Not available for Sprint.
Right.
Okay? Did
Would not get. Had
Waited.
the old Android.
And complained.
For years and years. At one point, I rolled down the window in the car and said, would you just pitch it?
She really did.
I am so tired of you talking about your phone.
All right, but hold on.
But you didn't get the 5. You didn't get the 5S. He's probably not going to get the 6. He's going to wait for the 7.
Do you remember when we were talking about extreme customer service and I came up with a story that was 3.5 years old and you said, couldn't you come up with anything more relevant, any more current than that?
What number are you carrying?
Here you are bringing up the fact that I was complaining and arguing. Since the day that I bought the 4S, the very first week that it came out for the Sprint network, how many complaints have you heard me offer?
Oh, actually, you don't complain about your phone.
Thank you. That whole storyline, what we just blew 3 minutes on, was 3.5, 4 years old.
Okay, so you're getting the 6?
I am. All right. Asked and answered. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Gonna have a new phone. It's gonna be faster than yours.
Pour yourself some coffee.
Yeah, no, I do hold off on technology, but in a large part because I know that every 6 months it is going to be obsolete or updated or whatever. I do want to buy the most that my money will pay for. I am thrifty when it comes to such things, but I'm not complaining.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you like your phone. You're very happy with your phone.
I am.
Yeah, no, he's not complaining. I stand corrected. Eric is not complaining about his phone.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Here to help.
Hey, do you know what's going on in the world of business, in your world? Well, we do, and it's all on our meetup. Check out the meetup.com/ExperiencePros. Be sure to click on the calendar tab and find out for yourself where everybody's at.
It's where everybody's at. All the fun events, seminars, workshops, everything right there. Meetup.com/ExperiencePros. On the calendar tab, book launches coming up, great workshops. Of course, the Epic Summer Summit, July 31st. The Chocolate Blues Festival in August.
Yeah.
And there's a lot. So keep up with us on meetup.com.
If you'd like to apply to become a member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, we would like to talk to you as well. First and foremost, you have to be a company that offers extreme customer service. If that's it, you're qualified. We'll like to talk to you a little more about that. So reach out to us at fanbrag@experiencepros.com. That's fanbrag, FANBRAG, at experiencepros.com. On behalf of Charlie, our producer, Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, we want to thank you. Thank you for tuning in, for participating, and sharing this, the most positive business talk show in America. Now give somebody a 20-second kiss. You know you want one. Kindness is so simple.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tuccy and Eric Reamer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.